Okay. Can you guys see me and hear me? Let me know, please. How is everyone doing? Thank you guys for being so kind and patient, and I know I'm late. I promise to make it up to you guys, I really do. All right, so I'm happy you guys can hear me and see me. Yay. I promise not to make this live stream long. We're gonna cover the information, kind of go right through it. And then for those who wanna hang out just for, afterward on Zoom, we're gonna do that as well. So I don't wanna put too much, length of time in the live stream here, but we will be here for a little bit of time, okay? So thank you for hanging with me, joining me. I really appreciate your patience, your compassion. Thank you for extending it toward me. Thank you. Let me know who is here. I know earlier we had Chris and Kristen. Sandra was, she's here, and she was here earlier when I had set it up. The G-Spot, Danielle. Thank you guys. Josher, hey. Purple Butterfly, Gen Z. Awesome, guys. Okay. Let me get my notes up. Okay. I got my notes. Yay. Okay. All right. So I've got this pulled up. As you guys know, I'm always preparing. I have my notes. So let me get those up. All right. Okay. So before I go right into it, let me ask you guys, how are you guys doing? I like to at least have a little bit of small talk before we get right into it. Everyone doing all right? How was your week? Are you guys having a good week? Let me know. My notes right here, ready to go. Yay. Okay, so over here. But I hope everyone's well. I really do. Ooh. I have my fan because you guys know I get hot. I get so hot. My body just radiates heat. Sorry, guys. That's why my eyes look shiny. Okay. I made sure that the background sound isn't too bad or too loud. All right. Well, I'm gonna assume you guys are doing well. We're gonna get right into it, okay? Let's go into, so today is session 4. If you have been part of the personal development series that we're doing, whether you're live here in the replay, what we're covering at this point is the personal development for those who are looking to really, grow themselves, evolve themselves, take themselves to the next level. So everyone is welcome at their own pace, okay? Whatever pace you're working at is your comfort, your comfort level, and I'm mindful and respectful of that. So as much as you want to participate or as little as you want to participate, either way, it all works, okay? If this is your first time hanging out during the segment of the personal development, then you'll get to see where we're at in this. You can always jump in, even if you've missed, the previous sessions on this. This one is session 4. That's where we're at. But if you've missed the other ones, it's never too late to jump right in where we're at, okay? So let's get going. All right, I can see everything here. Hey, Jess, how are you? Okay. All right. So I have my notes here. And then guys, remind me because once I go in the zone, you guys know I get in the zone. So as people come in who may not be familiar with what we're doing here, moderators in blue, if you would be so kind to help me out and let people know what we're doing. I know sometimes we do readings on here, and sometimes we have different agendas that we're hanging out with. So I don't want anyone to feel unwelcomed or uncomfortable. You guys know we like to keep it very friendly and safe here. So in case that does come up, you guys know on the front end how we roll here, okay? Alrighty. Let's go. Okay, got them going? Yep. Alrighty. All right, got my notes. So I'm gonna go ahead and read my notes and make it conversational, guys. Like I said, we won't be here too lengthy of time on the live stream. I will open the Zoom up for those who wanna hang out with us there and work on things, okay? So we're gonna get started. So as you can see from the live stream title, I made this title Personal Growth and Really Building Your Development Plan. So that is the central focus of today's stream, okay? And again, the whole purpose is really looking for those who are interested and taking the opportunity to really focus in on where you're at in your experience of life and choose to create a life where you are, in design of it, in the pursuit of it, or working on bettering your life experience and developing yourself. So we all have different things that we are working on. We all have different things. If you've been part of the Zoom discussions, everyone has different areas of focus that they're, I guess, concentrating on. And it will vary from person to person, given their experience of life and where they're at and what is important to them at this time. So the beautiful part is that we're all, as a collective, working on various different things, and we as a group can help, be there to support one another in their own, endeavors, okay? For some people, I know some people are working on personal health and wellness. Some may be working on maybe internal self-healing and forgiveness, maybe family and friends. You could be focused on maybe cultivating your self-love and building up your, your identity and those things. Some people are focused on different projects. Some people are working on, self-discovery, renewal. A lot of times in life, guys, life keeps going and we never really check in with ourselves. Many people can relate to being in that, that realm of just nonstop go, go, go. And for many people, they forget to really check in with themselves and, put something in place for them to focus more on where they want to be going versus just living that life of reactionary and in motion without really thought and intention. Some people are looking to enhance their skill sets, whether it's for work related or for communication skill sets. Again, we have a lot of people who are focused on various areas and segments of their life. So nothing's off limits. There's no parameters to what you want to work on. Whatever you choose to is your thing. I know we have people on personal projects, creative projects. Some are working on their business, taking it to the next level, restructuring things, making the shifts, the much needed shifts and adjustments to adapt with the environment. So I wanted to at least let people know who have not maybe hung out on the Zoom. We have a lot of people who are participating who have various areas of focus. All right, guys? Okay. Hey, Dawn Marie, how are you? Glad you made it. Okay. So in this moment, we're going to be, again, I'm reminding everyone that this segment is building your development plan. And your development plan is going to have, your vision. And even if you've never done this before, you can keep, you can use, a very general vision that I've given people in the Zoom. That way you have a starting point and you can always like tweak it, adjust it, make it more personal over time. All right. Let's see here. Okay. Okay. So if you missed session 1 and 2, we covered the groundwork because, as you know, it's important to have the right groundwork, lay the right foundation in order for you to, clear the way. You can't really build something if the path to get there is full of, I guess, junk or things that we've never cleared up. I say that lightly, but when we've never taken the time to kind of declutter whatever is at the base level, then it's a distraction from the growth and the building blocks. You don't want to build something on things that are unstable or things that have not been worked through, or maybe, maybe you've done this before many times and now things are different. So regardless of where you're at on that, position, session 1 and 2 was designed to set the foundation level, set the tone, clear the way, and really remind us of that routine, the structure, and the importance and the value of those components. So if you've missed those, I do strongly suggest you check those out, okay? And then if you were with us in session 3, we covered the cognitive stack. For those who are unfamiliar, it is the Myers-Briggs, the MTBI personality assessment. We were discussing the 4-letter code that all of us have as a result to the test, okay? Or to the assessment, it's not really a test, to the assessment. And with that 4-letter code, I pulled up a grid. The grid, showed you your cognition stack. I will pull it up again in case those who are here want to see it again. The purpose of that, guys, is to know where, our driver is, our co-pilot, and our back seat. So you heard me last time go through the car model. That was the purpose of that, okay? And it's important that I summarize where we're at in the process so that we are all on the same page, okay? So if you're here in the chat and you were here last time, if you are comfortable sharing your 4 letters, go ahead and do so now. And then I will pull up the gallery just one more time for those who want to write down. And now if you're part of this and you're taking it very serious, I do suggest you write down the information in the grid that applies to your 4-letter code, okay? Let me get that pulled up. Give me a moment. Oh, you're good, Scout. You are good. Happy to see ya. Okay. So let me get this photo pulled up. It's a grid, which we covered in session 3, but it is important that I do pull it up for us, okay? Let me get that pulled up. Excuse me, one moment. Okay, got it pulled up right here. Make sure I only get the one photo pulled up, guys. That's all I'm doing. Let me get the right picture. I'm laughing at myself. But I do hope everyone is doing wonderful. And if you missed the last couple of things I was saying, while I'm pulling up this image grid, if you were here and you know your letters, go ahead and let us know in the chat which letters you are. I will let you guys know my letters too, in case you're just curious about mine. There we go. If you forgot your 4-letter code, I have it. Hold on. Before, hold up. You guys can't see me. I forget you guys can't see me. I'm pulling up the picture, the gallery. So I do have, guys, your letters. So if you forgot your letters, just tell me you forgot, and I'll let you know what they were. Okay. Hey, Crispy. Hey, Joy Wilson. Good to see you. All right, let me get this pulled up, okay? Now, if you're taking notes, which I hope that you are in this process, you want to at least have your folder, your binder, whatever, like, you know, I like to be very, very organized, extremely organized. You can write sloppy for now, and you can always make it prettier later, but don't forget the importance, guys, of the things that we're covering in this development series is, I feel, very important, very crucial to really, you know, giving yourself that chance to grow. So it would be wise to have a notebook and make sure you have your letters at the top, okay? And then, of course, the cognition stack, which I'm going to pull the grid up right now, okay? Hey, Sporting Wista, how are you? Hey, see my tutu. I'm reminding everybody of where we're at with the development plan, or with the development series. I was just summarizing what we did in session 1 and 2. And then right now I was summarizing where we were last week with session 3. So I haven't got into session 4, which is tonight. I haven't got into it yet. So you're right on time. You're right on time. You guys are right on time. What I was asking everybody was that if you have not taken that, or if you have your letters, go ahead and list them for us here in the chat if you're comfortable. I already had posted mine in case people want to know. Even though I like the letters that I've got, I don't urge you guys to look that up because it doesn't paint me in the best light. I'm so funny. Okay. All right. I hope everyone's doing well. So yeah, if anyone needs that link again, I will put it one more time. That way, for those who have not been part of, you know, the previous sessions that we're hanging out with, they can do it. Okay. Let me get that link for her. Then I have the grid right here ready to go. Okay. And even if you're just joining us, you'll be able to follow along. So don't feel like that you're behind. Okay. You're right on time. All right. I got it pulled up. I got it pulled up. Yay. Okay. I'm so excited, guys. Okay. So if you're just joining us, you're on time, you're on point. No worries at all. What I was doing was summarizing session 1 and 2, reminding us of where we were last week on session 3. I want you to have your information handy, so when we build who we are today, we're on the same page. That's all, guys. Okay. All right, here we go. Yay. Okay. Okay. Makes me laugh in a nice way, of course. Mm-hmm. Okay. Got that? Yep, we're good there. Got it. See, we're right here. Yay. I get so happy when things are smooth. Okay. Okay. Let me get this. Let me use the screen share and show us where we're at. Hey, Abby. Awesome, see my tutu. Let me get the link in case those who are watching the replay or who are here who have not taken that little assessment, they'll have the chance to if they want to. We're not going to wait for them. They can just jump in, but at least they'll have the link handy for them. All right, guys? That's important, though. All right. Edit, copy, edit, paste. Okay. All right. So if you're just hanging out with us and this is your first, not your first time, I know that's sports squeezed I was shared with us before, but if it's the first time you've been around for like the last couple of live stream sessions, then if you're interested in fully participating, you don't have to, there's no pressure. But if you feel you want to be a full participant, then you'll have the option. It's a free assessment, guys. There's no pressure in doing it, but if you want to, here is the link. It takes about, I think, 10 to 12 minutes is what I remember, all right? It's free, there's no cost, so no one has to worry about that, okay? And it's very simple. You can do it from your phone. There we go. There it is. Yay, it's there, right? Yeah, I see it. All right. So that's just for anybody who is hanging out and who missed the previous ones and they want to be a full participant. Again, you don't have to, but the option is there for you to decide for yourself. Either way, you can still follow along with us here. Okay. I purposely made sure I had ice in a bucket right here so I don't got to get up. But the ice is frozen in one big chunk. Okay. Of course it would freeze in one big chunk. Of course. What can I do with that? All right, that's better. All right. There we go. Okay. Yeah, so I made sure, guys, that I got like a big chunk of ice, not chunk, ice on. I don't gotta get up, okay? Yeah, take your time to get your 4 letters. That way you can be a full participant, okay? All right, perfect, guys. Yeah, so if you're just hanging out, you didn't miss much. We're recapping, and we're gonna get right into it. Hey, Save Robbie. How are you? How are you doing? I'm coming back on camera, guys, I promise. All right, guys. Okay. Yeah, so have your lettuce. So at least it'll make more sense for you if you have it. If you don't, you can still have fun with us. Yay! Now we can roll right into it, guys. Okay. Alrighty. Now we are going to move right along. Oh, and I will timestamp it too. If you're here and you need your 4 letters, let me know, okay? Sorry, I got all I saw was pickles in there. I'm like, what? You're gonna throw me off for a loop there. Who's talking about pickles? Oh. Yeah, I have the background like ocean sound waves. I like that. My little sprites. Okay. Yeah, it's a mystery. We are trying to figure out who MX Big is. I was trying to figure out who it was last week. I was unsuccessful. I don't know. Give us a clue. Give us a clue. Give us a clue. All right. Okay. No, we don't know who. Tell us who, please. Tell us. No secrets. Where is Gen Z at? I better. Was she here? Guys, remind me. Was Gen Z already here? Because I don't remember. Someone tell me. I thought we did figure who you were out, but now I question it again. I don't know. Give me a hint, please. MX Big. Well, how about you email me? Then I'll know if it's the same email from before. Don't tease us. Don't tease us. Don't tease us. Well, don't tease us, guys, please. Let's keep my sanity, please. All right. Can you email me? All right. All righty. No, we don't know. I thought I knew who you were, but I'm not sure. Don't make us guess. Don't do that to me. Somebody just help me figure him out, please. Please don't do it to me. I can't go insane during the live stream. Just kidding, guys. Let's get back on focus, okay? I was having a little fun. I always need more fun in my life. It's Pickles? See my tutu. Is it or not? So that person's name is Pickles? Just tell us what your old screen name was then. Please. Don't trick us anymore. Just be straightforward. Well, we're gonna keep moving on. Hopefully we find out Mr. P. I don't know anyone with the name of Mr. Pickles. I don't. To be honest, I don't. There's a name that sounds like that, but it's not called Mr. Pickles, so I don't want to put words in that person's mouth. Okay. All right, let's roll along. Ooh. Okay, hold on. If it's the person that is Mr. quote unquote Pickles, which is not the appropriate spelling of that person's name, if it is MX, like, what? I want to tell you, but it was tainted. Yes. Okay. All right, MX Big. So if you're the person that I thought you are to be, can you do me a favor? Put in here your zodiac sign, because that's how good my memory is of the people in my chats. That's how good I am. Put in here your zodiac sign, and I will know if that's really you from back in the day. Seriously. MX Big, put your zodiac sign. And anyway, we can all put our zodiac signs here. I'm a Scorpio. If you, whatever your zodiac sign is, put it here so we can all remember all of us. But I do remember that person's, I remember, yes, I do. So I want to see if they remember their own zodiac sign. Huh. You got it, Katrina, same as my girlfriend? You mean Plummy? I have plumies. Let me pull it up. I don't like unfinished things. Okay, then we are really gonna move on, okay, guys? I apologize for being more relaxed with this live stream. Okay. Let's see. I'm gonna find it. Okay. So if that's you have, then I pulled up Plumie's natal chart, which I do have, just in case, because I wanted to be 100% sure. And no, then you're not Plumie's. You're not. Oh, say, well, then I don't know what you meant. I guess I got confused. What did you say? I missed it. So, the same as me? Oh, okay. 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 Well, what's your birthday? I remember. What's your birthday? I remember it. I do. And it's in the live streams from before. Because we always chat about these astrology things. Tell us, MX Big, just tell us. Hey, Chloe. I know. I heard them say the Scorpio, but I asked when their birthday was. Got my detective skills on today. If there's a delay, I will look at my phone then instead, because like, how could that be that bad of a delay? No, I know. I asked you what your birthday is, like not the year, but like the month and day, because I remember. That's how good my memory is. So tell me what your birthday is. Well, we're gonna wait and then we're gonna move forward, okay, guys? So, okay. So November 5th. Okay. I will double check it later, okay? I can't do it right now, but I will. You better bet I will check on that. Okay. Trust me, I will. Trust me, I will, because I know every Scorpio that has hung out with me. You better guarantee that I know that already. So I'll let it be there. I do believe that that's your birthday. Yes. So November 5th. I will go back and fact check it though. All right. Guys, let's move on, okay? We're having fun. Good old fun. But yeah, you guys remember Mr. Pinkle, right? We had a great time from the early days. Guys, if you're here hanging out with us and you were part of my live streams from when we kind of first began the whole live stream experience, let me know that you were here if you were here back then. you know, at whatever point in time. There's no like, you know, timeline, but the readings, it's a journey. And it's nice to be part of something when you're part of it, like when you're part of something from like the earlier moments of time, like that beginning, doesn't it make it feel like that much more awesome? I know See My Tutu has been here from like the beginning. If MX Big is really Mr. Pinkle, then yes, he's been here from the beginning for sure, because one of the first live streams was all about pickles. So anyone else? I know Gen Z from the very beginning. Sean, I'm not sure if Sean's here. Let's see who else. Who's here at least in the, you know, tonight in the stream. There are others who still hang out, but they may not be here tonight. But if you've been here from the earlier days, let's say hello. Wavelength. The wavelength. Soul family. Please let me know if you were here from the onset, the early days. And consider yourself proud, because that's awesome. You know how many people have channels come and go, or they don't take their things very seriously. So I feel like it's an awesome experience. Wavelength. We used to do hashtag wavelength. It might bring you guys back some memories. We used to do hashtag soul family. So no one else is responding? Okay, well, that's fine. I might be on a delay. I will use my phone then. This StreamYards is horrible for real time. You guys probably think I'm like incompetent or something. Let me find it. Okay, Chloe. And that's okay. The cool thing though is, let's just say you're here more like recently, not like yesterday, but more recently. And yes, Chloe, March is already a few months old, which is a lot. In YouTube world, trust me, it's a long way, it goes a long way. What we're doing in this segmentation is the personal development segment. So this series that I've been rolling out, this segmentation, is another milestone, guys. Milestones and benchmarks. Like, so I would say the first benchmark or milestone. The first milestone was when I was doing readings at nighttime, because I'm a night person. And Gen Z was there, Magic Wand Johnny. We had many others as well. Trust me, trust us, many people. We did readings. It was a beautiful process, a beautiful experience, I feel. 100% beautiful. Like, lots of beautiful people who are still with us today, who hang out with us. They're just not here in this stream, but they're still here with the channel. That would be the first milestone, I guess. Then the second milestone was I did some collaborations with certain people, several people. You guys remember I did one with, I'm only going to mention a handful of the collaborations because we're not going to go into too much, but I did do some collaborations with, well, that might not be important to mention the people, but we did some collaborations. Then I did some more, okay, then after that, I did some panel, panel with Google Hangouts. The panels, we had some people come up and hang out. We did that for a little bit, guys. Then I talked about, like, consciousness. Well, I've always talked about consciousness, guys, but, we've had phases in the experience, and I just wanted to remind us where we've been, the roads we've traveled. You gotta know where you come from to know where we're gonna go, right? So we did that, and then like several months back, guys, if you were part of the process, the journey, we did do several videos on Gannon Stalk. which is still an incomplete case that's still ongoing. It's ongoing. So that was another experience in the process, guys. Okay. And now we're on the personal development segment. Okay. Oh my God, that freaked me out. Hold on. Sorry, guys. Hear that noise? Good God. Sorry, my heart was racing. There are some weird things in my house. I'm sorry. There are a lot of things in my house. Okay. Yeah, let's help her. Let's help Abby get that going. All right. So I do apologize for I got off track. Yes. I let myself get off track. Okay. Let's get back on track, okay? I do apologize for that, okay? But no one else heard those noises. Fine. If no one else didn't, it's fine. All right, let's go. Let's roll forward, okay? I spent too much time having a little bit too much fun. Sorry. What did the last two times I've come on YouTube, as I haven't been on for ages? The wavelength. Wavelength. Okay. Well, at least we've been able to identify you. That's a good sign, because, you know, I like to know who's with us, especially in the Zoom, because you hung out. You remember you went in Zoom with us. You didn't speak, and that's okay. No one has to speak in Zoom, but we want to know who's hanging out. Okay, let's roll along. I apologize, guys, for getting a little distracted, a lot distracted. Is Scout still here? See my tutu, Chloe? Oh, I don't want to forget, there was also more other benchmarks in between all that too. Like, there was a lot, guys. I don't even want to repeat the things that went down on YouTube, but if you've been on YouTube for a while, then you clearly know all the other things that went down. So there's no need for me to be the rehasher of that, but there's been a lot. So, okay. So I asked Crispy's here, and Crispy also was here from the very beginning. She may have left, I'm not sure, but Crispy was also here in the beginning. Joy, are you still here? Joy Wilson, let me know. Jess, are you still here? See my tutu, Sporting Guisa, let me know if you're here. Purple Butterfly, let me know if you're here. Sandra, let me know if you're still here. So everyone has their 4 letters, right, guys? And then my next question to all y'all were, and Abby, you're here. Say Robbie was here earlier. So I asked everyone for their 4 letters. Have a handy, okay? And the next part was what your zodiac sign was, right? So let's see who's here with the zodiac sign, because it's fun to still know those things. You'll see how it comes to play later. And see, my tutu was covering for Mr. Pinkles or Pickles. She says, I remember Mr. Pickles being here before too. I do too, see my tutu, but I'm happy that you also remembered the person. That way we're not alone. All right. So Abby's a Virgo, Sandra's a Scorpio, Sporting Guista's a Cancer, Jess is an Aries, see my tutu's a Gemini. Chloe, are you still here hanging out with us? Purple Butterfly is the Gemini. Okay. MX Big is the Scorpio, like me. The G-Spot's Capricorn. Gen Z's a Leo. I just know hers already, so. I usually know everyone's for the most part, guys, so. My memory is pretty on point. Johnny, he's not here tonight, but he's a Taurus. Joshua was here earlier. He's a Taurus. Sean is an Aries. Duty Ron's an Aries. Matt Sully's a Scorpio. Am I missing anybody, guys? Save Robbie is a Gemini. Mel is a Virgo. See how good I'm on point, guys. That's how much I know people. Who am I missing? Plummy is a Libra. MX Big. So tell me, do you know Plummy? MX Big? Becky G's a Taurus. I've been learning to like Taurus, guys. I've been learning the Tauruses are growing on me. Ever since I've been doing the whole personality development, the cognitive functions, I'm learning to integrate the other elements. Oh, Chloe, which one? Let me see if Chloe's there. Oh. Let me see, Chloe. She's okay. See her? She's here. Scout's here. I'm sorry, Danielle. What I'm gonna do is use my phone for the. Amy is a Pisces. I remember Amy Darcy. Guys, you know, people who have been here before. I'm getting off track, but you know, yes. So Sporting Guista says, "Who is breathing so heavily in your house?" And I can hear. You can hear people breathing in here, guys. You guys know, I sage my house. We got some spirits sometimes. If you guys remembered the Gannon series, enough said. That's why I haven't done any more after that. Well, I did a video on Lori Vallow, but or that case, but I have to take a break, guys. That from those type of things, it's very, very difficult on my own vibrational energetics. So don't think I haven't thought about certain things. I have, but I will always make sure I protect myself first as a priority before, you know, diving into other things. So in case anyone was wondering, okay. But I am following the case on the missing wife. Yeah, I am following it. And I'm still following Gannon. I'm still following Lori Vallow. Yes, I am, you know, energetically. Okay. Taurus are interesting. I've never ever dated a Taurus. Never dated a Taurus. Oh yes, Denise is a Pisces. Yes, so MX Big Desert Flower. She's a Pisces too. Absolutely, guys. Yes, she is. She absolutely is. I wonder if Taurus people like me. I'm not sure. They may think, who knows? They'll think about the Scorpio people. I don't know. See, my tutu says, save Robbie and Aisha the same birthday. The same birthday? See, my tutu, the exact same birthday? Oh, and guys, I don't want to forget, okay? I have not forgotten about the giveaway. We will do the giveaway. And I know I'm off track on the presentation here tonight, but I don't want to forget, and I don't want you guys to ever forget either. I do have all the items already. I've had them for the giveaway, for the subscriber giveaway, which I will be doing. Let's just, I will commit to it. That way we get it complete and I can move it off my to-do list. So I will post a video. That way you can join the giveaway, and then the instructions will be there. So I had not forgotten, guys. Please don't think I've forgotten. I just got focused on my other tasks, but I will complete that because that is on my list of things that those are overdue lists. That, yes. So that way you guys know, okay? Sporting Greasa says that's scary. It could be scary, but it's not scary for me when it comes to spiritual things, just because spiritual things have always happened to me my whole life. And when you evolve it and when you're familiar with it, it's not as scary, but it doesn't mean that there aren't things that do frighten me. For sure, there are things. Low vibration energies absolutely frighten me. Yeah. That's why I don't do true crime. It's not my energy. Okay. Abby is asking about the drawing. Yeah, Chloe, it didn't show earlier, Chloe. It did not show earlier, Chloe. Me, put that on my list. I will get that out. I'm going to put the video out tomorrow. That way there's no confusion for people. If you want to be entered into the giveaway, the drawing or whatever for the channel, I will upload it tomorrow along with the other thing I want to upload tomorrow. So if you would like to be entered into that tomorrow, look for the video on my channel. It'll be an upload with instructions. So I'm not going to spend the time right now to go over it, but you'll see the instructions in that video. Okay, so follow the instructions in that video. It will list how to enter, and it will also list when the drawing will take place. That way there's no confusion. Okay. And then also, I had done a video or a live stream, guys. When was it? I don't know, a few days ago. And I had gotten emails and requests to upload the last 27 minutes. That night we were hanging out. We were dancing, hanging out. The last 27 minutes, I guess, were very motivational, inspirational. And so I had many requests to upload just the last 27 minutes. So you're going to see 2 uploads on my channel tomorrow, the subscriber giveaway, and then also the I'm going to cut up a segment of my live stream that people had asked me to post because they were using that to start their day, even though I was very exhausted and drained. So I don't look pretty or nice, but I will still do it. That way you guys have it, okay? If I look tired in it, it's because after 5 hours, I was exhausted, guys. I look very, very tired, but I will still put it up, okay? I will put it up. So you'll see 2 posts tomorrow, okay? Just don't judge me too bad on it. All right. Okay. All right. I will commit to those things to be up there tomorrow, okay? All right. Now we can get on with everything, okay? Okay. That is ASAP. Oh, what can you win? I don't want to go too much into it tonight, but see my tutu. There is a deck of cards, crystals, some books, and these really adorable mugs. Let me show the mugs. The mugs is right here since I have it handy. Oh, can you see it? Oh, there's a glare. And the StreamYards is backward. The camera on the StreamYards is backward. I'm not an idiot. It's just, see it, guys? We have, let me count how many we have. Where the hell are they? Here they are. Okay. Can you guys see from here? Look. Let's move the camera around. Can y'all see? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So I'm giving away 4 mugs. I have a mug for myself that's not in the giveaway because I want to have a mug too for me when we do our coffee or tea. Coffee or tea. No, it's backwards in my lens. So StreamYards uses, I'm not sure how the camera works for StreamYards, but I go like this. It's this way. So one time I was trying to show something and I was like, what the hell? It's backward. So that's all. They make it complicated, but it's not. All right, so it's a cute little mug for coffee. Oh, and the inside's pink. It's cute. So there's 4 of them. Let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4 for the giveaway. 4 for the giveaway. Of course, I have one for myself in my kitchen, in my cabinet for mine. So I have a total of 5, but I'm going to keep one for myself. Okay. So 4 mugs. 4 mugs. A deck of cards. They're all different entries, guys. So many people can win and participate. 4 mugs, a deck of cards, a crystal, a palm crystal like this. I'll show you guys. Nope, I'm getting off track. You guys can't see. Oh, you guys can't see anything. I'm not sure if it's visible, but all right. And the books in the giveaway, one book will be called Mastery because I'm a very big believer in things that really do work. So one of the books is Mastery, guys. And the other ones were The Universe Has Your Back, and Big Magic. It'll all be in the upload. That way the instructions are there, guys. How to enter, when the drawing will be. That way there's all those details, I assure you, will be in that video upload. All right, but just to help satisfy a little bit of your curiosity tonight. Okay, so make sure you do look for that video though. Otherwise, you'll miss out. All right, so what I'm gonna do, guys, is pull up the image here on StreamYards. Where am I at? Let's pull the image up on StreamYards. Hold on. Scout says, just a suggestion, the mugs and t-shirts represent your channel would be so cool. I know, right? Like those mugs. I know. We also have some quotes on the channel that we've like integrated, like wavelength is a hashtag. We've also have high vibes and spirit guides as another one that we use here, but I don't probably have all the time to do those other pieces, but I try my best. I do try my best. See, my tutu says the bluish green one. That one's fluorite. Fluorite. And if you were part of the giveaway from last year, then it was very beautiful. A lot of special intentions. I packed like candle, incense, sage. I grew my own sage in the garden. You guys know I have my own garden. You guys witnessed on my channel. I've taken you for the tour on my garden. So all natural and organic, okay? All right, let me pull the where am I at? Okay, let's share screen. All right. All right. All right. Let's see if this is, let me see if this is actually doing it. Julie Whitehead, good to see you. Julie has been here. She's one of the also people that had been with the channel from the onset. Remember Julie? Julie had been here from the beginning. Welcome back, Julie. You're welcome, Abby. We're the giveaway, Julie, look for the upload, okay? Yeah, it was last year, right, Julie? Absolutely. The giveaway was last year. We pulled like, I don't know, I was gonna only do like what, 1 or 2 or 3 drawings, but you guys know, natural, I'm a very giving, I'm a very loving and giving person. It's just my nature. I try not to, I just can't help it. So I pulled like, I don't know, was it like 18 names? It was, I think it was 18 names. I can almost guarantee it was 18 mailings I did, boxes, packages. So I'm happy to see you return, Julie. Yay. So yes, Julie remembered the giveaway from last year. Sporting Guista. Katrina, I'm not no lesbian here, but you're very pretty. Aw, thank you. You're so sweet. Thank you. Thank you. How do I pull this photo up a little bit differently? Hold on. Where is the, oh gosh, let's move this out the way a little bit more. Okay, how about here? Can I go bigger with this? Oh, how do I make it bigger? Sorry. Oh, I remember now. I remembered. Okay. I'm not that techie, guys. I'm not that techie. I try. I try, but I fail. I swear to God, I'm hearing noises in my own house, which is it's not unusual. But my God, they're okay. Ouch. Julie was saying that she was also one of the receivers of the giveaway last year, and she says she got a candle, a crystal, sage, incense. The crystal was very beautiful. I had so much great energy. Thank you for sharing that feedback, Julie. Thank you so much for sharing that. I really appreciate it. I'm happy that you enjoyed it as well. I really am. Okay. I am not a techie person. Far from it. Okay. Now we can get back on track, and I'm very off track, so I do apologize for that. But I think we're still in a good time. I think that everyone is still in harmonious alignment with the conversation, so I will take that as we're good. Thank you. Yeah, and I'm not joking. There's been noises in my freaking house tonight. It's okay. While I get more ice, guys, if there's anybody who was here during the Gannon videos I did, the live streams, if you were here during those live streams or you watched those replays, let me know right here in the chat. I have a question for you guys. And then we will move, then after that question, we're moving right back into the topic, okay? But if you were here during the Gannon videos that we did, or you watched those replays, let me know. Maybe put some hearts for Gannon in there if you were here part of that, whether you watched the replay or you were here in live stream format. I'm curious. And then I'll ask the question once I know who was here. And there were several videos or live streams, so you could have been here for a handful of them, one of them, or none of them. All right. Okay. I'm coming back. Yes, he did, Scout. Yes, he did. He absolutely did. Yep. Yes. Hi, Plumie Plumie. I got my eyes. I'm good now. I'm good. I had to get my eyes because I want to get back up again. That way I have it close by and handy. So I've got it all right here. All right, guys. Thank you. I have all myself set up. That way we can go right into our part. But so I asked everyone just moments ago, guys, if you were here or watched the replays, guys, when we were doing, when I was doing the channeling, the energetics, on that sweet little boy that I love with all my heart, Gannon Stout. I don't want to go into too much of that because you guys know I will get emotional. I do not want to cry in my live stream. But I only wanted, I brought that up just because I know that many people who came in here, or many people who came to find my channel, did find my channel because I covered, well, you know, I channeled the energetics on that case, which I don't usually do. So I'm honored that you guys still stood with me because I don't do any true crime. That's not like, it's too much for me. The energetics, they're too dense. So if you know anything about energetics, crime itself is a very lower vibrational topic. So I limit, I very much so limit all of my interactions on crime topics. But I was very compelled to do that case. So my point is just that, you know, some of us came together because of that particular case, and I'm grateful that you guys are interested in hanging out with me despite, you know, I'm not covering on it. My channel is not geared toward that. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. So I'm grateful for those who enjoy hanging out with me, even though my channel is nothing to do with true crime. It never has been. And even those who've been with me in the very beginning, I've done readings. Yes, I do consider myself a psychic medium. But I don't like labels. I've never liked labels. Labels to me are just like, I don't like labels at all. But I do know that people need to understand what does take place. So I'm grateful that we've come together. Some people who've come newer from that point, I'm happy and I'm grateful and very much appreciative of that, for sure. So even thinking about it got me really quiet. Oh, okay. Sorry. I don't like to go into too many things like that, but. Oh, jeez. Okay, back. All right, I am back, guys. I saw Plumie joined us. Hi, Plumie. Sorry. I'm here. Okay. So my point of just, I'm grateful for those who were able to come together through Gannon. I think it's always, synchronicity. Things are meant to be the way they're meant to be. And if you've known me for a long time or from prior to that, you probably heard me say, I don't do true crime. I don't do true crime at all, because I know the effects that linger with the energetics. So I went out of, well, for one, I was called internally to do that. But secondly, it was something completely out of my element to do publicly, for sure. Definitely out of my element, 100%. And it came with a lot of criticism, like a lot. But I'm grateful, and everything's an experience and part of the process and part of the journey. That was why I brought it up. Okay, guys. Okay. Hey, Sean. Let me make sure I'm not on a delay. I will use the other element. This is not. StreamYards is very delayed. Sorry, guys. How bad is the delay? Okay. All right, if you're joining, guys, and you value, the experience here with us, can you give this video a thumbs up? I don't want to forget that. I always forget to ask. Whether you're here in the live stream, thank you, or watching the replay, really the thumbs up does help signal to YouTube that people either have an opinion, right, of the video or the stream. And same thing with the comments as well. Thank you. And I think, I'm not certain, I'm not the tech person, but I also think that if you, I don't know for certain, but I think if you actually watch the videos of a channel that you're subscribed to, you're more likely to be notified of their videos. I know it's ridiculous. YouTube should allow, if you're subscribed to channels, they should give you notifications if you're asking for them. But sometimes, it has a world of its own. So thank you in advance for the thumbs up, okay? I really appreciate it, okay? And I do appreciate the comments after the video. I really certainly do. I read them all. I reply to every single one of them. And I like to know your feedback, your thoughts. Okay. So, go back to where I'm at. Where the hell am I? Okay, here I am. Okay, so yeah, what I was trying to say a little bit ago, I did get sidetracked. Well, I got sad. Not a bad sad, but an emotional sad. What I was trying to say earlier about the Gannon case was that if you were there in the live streams or the replays, you probably noticed a lot of, I don't know, weird things take place. Spiritually weird or mystical weird, however you'd like to use, whatever words you use, that, whatever language you use is fine. But we had a lot of things happen. And the most interesting thing, well, a lot of things take place. But I don't want to, go too far off the wrong direction here, but that might take me too far off the road. So we had a lot of things, like there was a candle that was like just twitching, and like the candle itself. We had a lot of just activity, natural activity, not to scare anyone. So please don't get the wrong impression, not to scare anyone at all. We're in a very safe environment, and I only call upon the higher vibrational energetics. But if you've never experienced that, then that might be unusual for you. But we did a lot of things, and even honestly, prior to doing Gannon, if you were with us, like See My Tutu, I know Sean, I know MX Big, Julie, whom else? Gen Z, many people who are with us from the very beginning, I did a lot of live streams where I, was able to connect with deceased loved ones. We had a lot of things come through for a lot of people, not just Gannon, okay? So if you don't know that information, I'm letting you know. We have a lot of things that come through when I do that. I don't always like to do that. Oh, let me see. Why is that up? My email's up? Yeah, my email. Sorry, guys. So yes. So it's not the first time, won't be the last time, but in case you had never experienced that before, people in the comments section of those videos wrote down that they heard they heard a child's voice. And it wasn't my voice, because they heard me speaking, and then, through the audio, children's voices. Now, children do come to me. I don't know why, but children love me. I love children too. So, like I said, I don't want to get myself too far off topic. That's not what we're doing tonight. But I wanted to let, us know that we can come together for various reasons, purposes, but we're all on divine timing, guys. We're on divine timing, and we come together with purpose. We may not always know exactly what, how, or what's going on. We don't have to have all the details in the forefront, but it's taking place, okay? So, alrighty, let me go back into the segment. Guys, I did get off track, so forgive me. Let's run through this, okay? So if you were with us here on session 3, which was last week, what we were covering on last week was your cognitive function stack. The reason why this part is important is because you do want to know your driver, your co-pilot, the 10-year-old and the 3-year-old. So we went over the car model. So let me go over the car model one more time. That way this photo here will make more sense in case you're coming in and you haven't been part, or you missed the previous streams. That's okay. Or let's just say you were here, but you don't remember, right? That's okay too. Here we go. Let me pull that up. All right, this one I think. Oh, yep. All right, let's see if we can see this here. Okay, guys, let me know if you guys in the chat can see the screen. The screen should, hopefully it's showing it. Let's see if it is or not. The screen should show driver, co-pilot, 10-year-old, 3-year-old. I'm going to repeat this part that we did cover last week, because we covered this part at the very end of last week, so maybe not everyone was as alert or participatory. So let me know, guys, if you can see on the screen what I'm seeing here. So as I was discussing last week, and again, I'm going to help you figure out why this is important. So if you have your notebook, your binder, I know Scout has been part of our Zoom classes, or the Zoom experience. I know See My Tutu was in one of them. I know Genzi, Sandra, Danielle. Guys, let me know. Abby was in it. Help me out. Am I missing anybody? If I'm missing anybody, let me know. If you know people who were part of our Zoom experience, let me know. I'm using my memory as best I can. Okay. Are you guys not commenting because you're tired? Just let me know. Just let me know. Just let me know. Or is my thing on delay? Could be the delay. Let me know, guys. Abby, yeah, you missed last week, but you were here before, though, right, Abby? I know you were. If you were in any of the Zoom ones, let me know if you're here. Okay. Delay? Okay. Damn, delay is bad then. All right, I'm gonna keep moving forward. So we covered the car model, guys, okay? I know this might be a little much, but let's. Delay is way slow. Seriously? I don't know how to make it faster. I'm plugged in directly to this damn thing. All right. All right. I'm gonna move faster. So if I talk too fast, you guys know I'm from Chicago. I do talk really fast when I'm talking really, really fast, okay? So I actually have to slow myself down when I'm talking publicly so people can hear me and clearly understand me. But we're gonna move it quick. So the driver's seat, guys, is our most dominant element. We have a co-pilot who sits right next to us, okay, guys? So the driver is the most dominant cognitive function in that 4-stack, okay? The co-pilot is our right-hand man. It's the other function that helps us, it pulls it together. Then behind the co-pilot, like a car, we have a 10-year-old behind the driver with a 3-year-old. So in life, unless you're very well developed and evolved, the 10-year-old and 3-year-old may or may not be as fully developed or evolved as you may like to think it is, okay? That's the purpose of me reminding us of the car model, okay? And I know when I talk really fast, it can come across like I'm being a different tone. That's not, don't misinterpret me, please. I'm just trying to get through the information so we can all be together on the same point. Okay, so with the car model, we know that the driver, the co-pilot, the 10-year-old, and the 3-year-old behind the driver, okay? Now, let's go back to I forgot I was not on the camera. Now let's go back to the other piece where I was just showing us. So if you're here in the chat, let me know if you're here because I do want to ask if you're here, which letters you are, okay? If you're still here with us at this moment. If you don't know your letters, and I do have your letters for you, I have no problem reminding you what they are. So I'll start with my own, okay? Because I'm here, I'll use myself as the example. So my driver, so guys, please write this down in your notebooks. You're gonna need this anyways for your own experience. And if you're gonna be in the Zoom part, you wanna have, regardless if you do Zoom or not, you need to know your 4-stack, okay? So in my driver's seat, how I operate life, the driver for me, Katrina, is introverted intuition, okay? My co-pilot is going to be extroverted thinking. The 10-year-old behind my 10-year-old will be introverted feeling. And then my 3-year-old will be extroverted sensing. So my 4-stack will be those 4, N-I-T-E-F-I-S-E. So when I'm referring to the 4-stack, that is what I'm referring to, the N-I-T-E-F-I-S-E. I'm not right. So when I say 4-stack, I'm not referring to my letters of I-N-T-J, all right? You still want to have your letters written down, right? The I-N-T-J or whatever you are going to be, whatever you are. But when I'm referring to the 4-stack, your cognition stack, I'm referring to go to the side of the grid. And so for myself, it'll be N-I-T-E-F-I-S-E. So please do yourself a favor, look at the grid and have your 4-stack written down. So when we do things later, you'll have it, okay? If it's too small, I can read it out to you. So who is here that wants me to read them out? And this is an important part. You need to have your 4-stack. you should want to have your 4 stack. All right. So the G spot ESTJ. Yep. Fred Janison, hello. Guys, so again, the 4-letter code, which in my case would be the INTJ, is only one. That's the code, but you need the translation to that code. I'm not even in tech or coding, but I think it's very self-explanatory. So if you're not getting it, please tell me. Otherwise, I don't know. Sometimes I think people know, but maybe they don't. This is an important part. Help me understand if you need more clarity. But the 4 letters will be on the left part of that image. Scroll to the right, and then it tells you your 4 stack. Alrighty, guys? Scout, so do you look to the right of those ISP or ISFP, and do you see your 4 stack? So what I'm helping everyone do is read their 4 stack. I'll make it bigger. If I'll make it bigger. Is that better? Let's see if I get everyone's in there. Yeah, that's good. Okay, right there. Okay, that's as good I can get it with everyone getting all the letters, okay? So if you're here and you cannot read the grid here on the image, let me know, and then I can read it for you out aloud. I know Danielle, I have your letters. So Danielle, Josher, Kristen, True Helper, Gigi, Zana, Sandra, Christy 35, Mel Plumey, Sean, Gen Z, Rebecca, Scout, Danielle G, Shimmer Soul, Flow State, Angelina. All right. Those are all that were participating, guys. So if you want me to help call it out for you, I can. If you don't speak up, then I won't know you need my assistance, okay? But here it is, so you can see for yourself. So let's use, can anybody not see, can anyone not know their 4 stack? It's a question. Okay. All right. So I'm going to assume that you guys know your 4 stack. So when I say your 4 stack, I am not referring to INTJ or ESTP or ESTJ or ENTJ or ISTP. So when I ask you for your 4 stack, it's the other letters to the right of that grid. You guys following me? I'm hoping you guys are. I know you're here with me, but I can't read your mind, so I'm going to assume that you guys are following me, okay? Okay. Okay, Julie. So Julie, thank you for speaking up, Julie. I appreciate that. It takes courage to ask a question, guys. It does. It takes courage to ask a question in a chat when, you know. So thank you for having the courage to speak up and ask. Julie says, I'm not sure what I would be, to be honest. So Julie, earlier what I was doing was I posted the link here for those who wanted to determine or find out their personality, their assessment, like their type of personality. I posted a link just now in case you want to take that assessment. It's a 10-minute long test or assessment. It's very fast. That way you can have a better grip or understanding to, you know, how we show up, because this series is designed to help us develop ourselves, but we can't develop and create a new life, create a new reality, create all the things we want to build for ourselves if we don't know, number one, where we stand right now today. We need to know the blind spots that we have, the 10-year-old and the 3-year-old. We need to know our areas of strengths and where we may fall short, because how can we build upon things if we don't really understand where we're sitting at? So hopefully that made sense. Okay. So if you've not taken that little assessment, it's a great time. You can take it and come right back. We'll still be here. What did I just do? Okay. So moving forward, okay. Now, if you're not familiar with what those letters mean, so for example, let me pull the screen up so you can see the new screen. New screen. Sean says the brat's in the back seat. Okay, let's see. Here we go. Then here we are here. All right. So let's just say you are let's say you're Josher. His letters were I, S, F, J. Okay. Let me go back to the one. Let me go back to there. I can use an example besides my own. I'll challenge myself. Okay. I, S, F, J. Okay, so the protector supporter. So we got SI. Okay, so that person's stack will be SI, FE, TI, NE. That person's driver will be SI. So the driver for Josher is introverted sensing. The co-pilot is extroverted feeling. The the 10-year-old is the introverted intuition or introverted thinking, sorry. And then the 3-year-old would be extroverted intuition. Okay. The N means intuition, in case you guys are wondering what the N means. If you have it there, that's what it means. All right. So let me get out of here now. Go back out of this for a second. Let me get out of this too. Okay, so let's just say you don't know what those letters mean, because of course, how would you know what they really mean if you've never looked into that before? So now we're here with the, we're here. Make sure I can see on the screen here. You can always later on look this up later for yourself, okay? That way no one feels, you can, so later on you can look this up, but at least for now, we were going to use Josher. So he leads with introverted sensing. So let's just say you have introverted sensing. Does anybody else have that here in the chat where their dominant, where their first cognitive function stack is introverted sensing? Let me know if you do. If you do, you can look here at the functions and you can always just click on it, which I will click on this one as an example here. Okay, what the heck? Okay, so let me make sure we can see on the screen. I never know if we can see. Can we see? Yeah, I think we can see because I don't want the delay here. I can't ever see that part. Okay, so if you click that, there we go. Come on. Okay. Yep, right there. All right. So an example, just so we can all see what it means. Let's just say you have introverted sensing as your driver. Okay, so in this case, introverted sensing involves storing data information, comparing and contrasting the current situation with other similar situations. The immediate experience or words are instantly linked with prior experiences, and we register similarity or difference. For example, noticing that some food does not taste the same or it's saltier than usual. Introverted sensing is also operating when we also see someone who reminds us of someone else. Sometimes is a feeling associated when we recall an image into our awareness along with other information itself. Then the image can be strong, our body responds as if we are reliving the actual experience. The process also involves reviewing past to draw on the lessons of history or the past in hindsight and in the current experience. With introverted sensing, there is often great attention to detail and getting a clear picture of goals and objectives and what is to happen. There can be oneness with ageless customs that can help sustain civilization, culture, and protect what is known and long-lasting, even while what is reliable changes. So, for example, if you have introverted sensing as your dominant, your driver, there's a description. Now, I'm not going to read everyone's dominant driver because it would take too long, but at least you can go to this website and look up your driver. At the bare minimum, know your driver. I would like for people to know who's in your car, right? We have a driver, co-pilot, the 10-year-old, and the 3-year-old. And oftentimes in life, the 10-year-old and the 3-year-old are a little bit less developed because they're not in control. They're not driving the car, right? Usually in life, if you and your spouse, you're in the front seat. Kids, they don't make decisions. They don't. They follow along. But think about it. When your kids are in alignment with you and they're on the same alignment, they flow more better, right? But that takes cultivation and practice and process. Now imagine your own self. You're the driver of all of your parts, right? Where you're not referring, there's just you. You as an individual have the driver. You also have the co-pilot. They're all you, okay? So you have your driver, your co-pilot, your 10, and your 3-year-old. Now, it doesn't mean always that the 10, the backseat is underdeveloped. It doesn't mean that it's not fully developed. But what it does mean is that it will not be as strong as the front seat, right? So let's just imagine someone like myself. I'll put myself on the hot seat here. I feel as a personality, I have a very well-developed personality. And that's not from ego. That's nothing to, I do feel pretty well-rounded. I feel pretty well-developed as a whole. It doesn't mean I don't have to work on my 10-year-old and my 3-year-old, right? So even if you feel that you are well-developed as a person, as a personality, it doesn't mean you can let your foot off the gas and let them just figure out how to follow suit. Because I can assure you that I do still feel, even if I'm well-rounded, which I believe that I really am, I still know that those are areas where I have to work on. I do. So that's just an example. I used myself there in the example. So even if you feel that you're well-rounded, we still must not forget that we have to continue to cultivate the back seat as we develop the front seat. All right, does that make sense? I hope it does. Was this example here helpful for people? I will at least click on all of them, that way everyone can see them all. Well, I won't click on all of them, but you can go to this website here. It's just, cognitiveprocesses.com. I'll put the link in the chat. You can click for yourself and see your own, and you can click on them and see, what they mean. Of course, guys, you can also just go to Google search, Safari, plugin, whatever your functions are, know what you've got to work with, right? Was that helpful, anyone? Let me know. I will add Sporting Guista. Thank you, Fred. You're so sweet. Sporting Guista is INFJ. Okay. All right. Okay, now we're gonna move on, all right? So let's get out of here. Almost got it here. We're good. We have the car model. We're good with that. Okay. And Abby, it's okay. Yep, I can do, guys, I can do yours for you, but you speak up so I know to help you. Because if you don't speak up, then I don't know who needs assistance. So Abby and See My Tutu asked me to help them. Yes, I can. So Abby, put your letters in there and I can read you your 4 cognition stack. See My Tutu, she says she's ENFP. All right. So ENFP, let me pull it up. Okay. ENFP. Okay. ENFP. ENFP. Okay. ENFP. So is this See My Tutu? Let me go back and check. Okay, so See My Tutu, here we go. Yours is ENFP. So I have the screen pulled up so you can see for yourself. All right. Here we go. ENFP. All right. So your driver's seat is going to be extrovert intuition. That's your driver. So write the letters NE. That's your driver. Okay. Your co-pilot is FI. Write those letters. FI, which means introverted feeling. Okay. Your 10-year-old is going to be TE. The letters TE. And that's extroverted thinking. And then your 3-year-old will be SI, introverted sensing. That's your 4 stack. Anyone else want me to help them out with it? Let me know, or forever hold your peace. Abby, oh, let me see. Abby's was, I thought I had Abby's letters. Oh, you weren't here last week, so I don't have it written down right here. Oh, I don't have it right here in front of me. You have your letters or no? I'll look for her letters. I know I've got those letters somewhere. Hold on. Abby, do you have your 4 letters? I will look then. Okay. You're good. Okay, so Abby, you got yours? Okay. How about yours, Sporting Guista? Okay, let's see. INFJ? Okay. So for the INFJ for Sporting Guista, here we go. INFJ, okay. You're the 4 seer developer. Okay. So your driver's seat will be the introverted intuition. Your co-pilot will be extroverted feeling. Your 10-year-old, it's a really bad way to say 10 and 3-year-old, but the back seat, you're gonna have the 10-year-old is the introverted thinking, and then extroverted sensing as a 3-year-old, okay? And they're not really 10 and 3, guys. It's just an analogy. It's an analogy. So no one thinking it's 10 and 3. It's an analogy, okay? Anyone else? We're gonna move on. It's okay. Anyone else? Okay. You're welcome. I don't mind helping as long as you let me know. That way I know. All right. What on earth? All right, guys. So, oopsies, wrong buttons to myself here. Now, stay with me. We're completing this, okay? It was important. All right. No, not this part. I'm going to go back to my session 4 here. Okay. Awesome, guys. Okay. Guys are awesome. Okay. All right, now we're moving on to the next part, guys. And before we get to the next part, guys, let me know if you already have Zoom downloaded and you want to participate in the Zoom part. I'm going to go ahead and get that up and set up, okay? If you've never participated, you can come hang out with us there, where it's more interactive. We it's a dialogue, it's a back and forth. You don't have to be on the camera. You can choose to use the voice part, or you can just listen as a silent listener, but at least you can participate and be part of the growth, okay? So let me know, guys, if you have the Zoom already on your phone or your desktop. We're gonna move there in just a moment. I'm gonna complete the last part that I want you to have informationally first before we go on Zoom, but I am gonna be setting up the Zoom part right now. So tell me, guys, if you're here in the chat and you do wanna be on Zoom with me, let me know who wants to do Zoom, okay? And I'm gonna set that up while we finish the last piece. It won't take long, okay? But let me know. All right, and then I have my last bits that I wanna share about the development plan. So what we're doing here in this process is creating a development plan. And that development plan constitutes having a vision. We will discuss that on the Zoom, okay? But a vision, right? In that vision, you're gonna have the groundwork, which we covered before, right? You wanna have that, and I will cover it again in the Zoom part. You wanna know your cognitive stack, which we just covered again, because what we're gonna be doing is building your development plan. Don't forget, guys, if you missed session 1, 2, and 3, we've covered, there's a blank canvas. It's a clean slate, right? You want to live your life by design and not by default. And in order to really create that lifestyle, that life experience, and all the things that you want to come into contact with, it's important that we lay the right foundation. Without the foundation, you can build what you want and it will fall. If you have cleared the way and you have that clear slate, you're going to hear me cover the details of how this comes together, okay? So in the Zoom call, we're going to share our experiences from the last week. Whoever wants to share their thoughts or experiences. If you don't want to share, you can just listen. If you do want to share, that's beautiful. But we're going to also create that development plan. So what I'll be asking you on the Zoom part is to think about one thing or 3 things, again, at your own level of interest and excitement and participation. 1 to 3 things that you would either want to see for yourself, right, in this development plan, right? What are 1, 2, or 3 things? If you can only think of 1 thing, that's okay. No pressure. But what is 1 thing, or what are 3 things total, right? Not that many, between 1 and 3. Right? We want to keep it manageable here. We want to set ourselves up for success and not for failure. So if we take on too much, we will fail. So it's important when we take on just the right amount. That way we can ensure success and fulfillment and completion. Because if you know me really well, I like completion, I like success, I like objectivity, all right? So let's not take on too much. Let's be practical and realistic so it actually translates into real life. So between 1 and 3 things you would like to see for yourself, see yourself experience. What would you like to accomplish in this whole process that we're doing here in this series? What are things you want to maybe integrate in your life? Are there maybe you're someone who's trying to resolve past pain or past hurt, right? Again, we're all at different points in place, and regardless of where you're working on, what area of life you're working on, we're all at the same level. We have different focuses, okay? Maybe you're looking to master a particular part of your life, right? Or maybe you want to take certain things, projects, endeavors to the next level. Maybe you want to create something, but you don't know what it is, okay? Maybe you want to jump into something new or explore different parts of yourself. Again, there's no limits on what you want to create for yourself, but those are some things to get your mind thinking of what you want to put in this plan. In the Zoom part, we will work on that. You will not leave Zoom without at least 1 thing you're working on, okay? And you will decide, you will choose what that is for you. No one else will but you, all right? Don't forget, guys, this plan that we are creating is adjustable. It's a work in process. It's never fixed, okay? Whatever you write down can be changed. Nothing is set in stone. It's flexible, and it's also designed to shift as you shift, right? In life, we are constantly evolving, transforming, coming into newer parts of ourselves. It would be very silly to think that things are fixed, so set in stone, when we ourselves are not built that way. We're not wired like that. So expect for that plan that we're creating to shift, to adjust, to develop, to evolve, because we as human beings are doing that as we are no matter what. So expect for it to have tweaks and adjustments, right? You may enhance it, you may add to it, you may take away from it, you may revise it. So don't feel so stuck on, I have to have the vision exactly how it will be. I have to have these 3 goals. No. Please don't do that. You'll overdo it to yourself, and you'll feel very unsatisfied. Please don't. I'm going to help you. I will be the coach, the guide, the mentor, the leader to walk you through how we do this properly to be effective, to completion, to really put it into real-time action. I'm a very big visionary, but I'm also grounded in practicality, grounded in reality as well. All right. So I don't mind going with you in the vision, but it must be tangible and actionable. Otherwise, what are we doing, guys? Let's be real. Okay. Hey, see my tutu. Love you, sweetie. Okay. So far, does that make sense for those who are with us right now? Let me know so I can get the temperature of what we're doing, who's here. All right, let me know. Let me know. Where's Gen Z at? Where's Danielle? And guys, as a reminder, in case you may or may not be familiar, the Zoom interaction is not made public, in case you're worried or concerned. The Zoom interaction is a private experience, an interactive experience, not made for YouTube. It's not public. I want people to understand that. So that's a separate thing that we're doing that's not for the live stream, in case you were wondering or curious. If you didn't wonder about it, then that's fine too. But at least you understand that the Zoom part is not for live stream here on YouTube. I really, value that we interact together, right? We're sharing, we're all working together as a team, as a collective, and we can learn from each other, even if we are working on different things of ourselves, right? So, we have different people at different parts in their own life, working on different areas of their life. We're not meant to all be on the same path at the same time, because that wouldn't make any sense, guys. Some people have different areas they're working through, and that's totally normal. We can be mindful, respectful, and be with integrity and be part of our own part, because even if I'm not working on this category or that category, but somebody else's, we're all going to be contributing collectively to the growth of all of us, okay? Even though I'm here as a teacher, as a guide, as a mentor, as a leader, I'm still a student, always a student. I've never mastered anything. We're not supposed to be. We can get better at things. We can seek mastery, but complete mastery is not in this lifetime, guys. So understand that. Hopefully that's clear for all of us who are with us, okay? Let me know if that's clear. And please, 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 sometimes my tonality, my voice, my tonality, if you don't know me, it can come across, it can rub people the wrong way. So please, please don't get the wrong impression. I'm very loving, but when I'm talking, I'm focused and I'm in a zone. I'm very direct and straightforward. So please don't misinterpret that. I beg of you, okay? Yay. Okay. So this is the part where we get to the next part, guys, all right? Move all the way to the side. Okay, I'm getting myself set up for the next part. Oh yeah, we had Holly Greenstreet, we had Danielle, Rebecca Sassy, Chrissy, yep, we had everybody here. I had all the, Angelina, yep. I forgot I had one more page with our notes. I take it very seriously, whatever I'm doing. And you guys don't know, but I have folders for everyone that I created folders on everyone who's been hanging out with us. I'm very organized, guys. I have to have folders for everything I'm doing. I like organization. If it's not organized, then I don't feel organized in my mind. Gotta have organization and order. Gotta have structure. But what I have learned, guys, is to work in fluidity with the structure. So that is one thing I worked on for the last maybe 2 years. I think I'm doing decent. Decent, guys, decent. And I will share some of those examples too for those who want to hang out there, okay? So if you've never downloaded Zoom, guys, it's a free application on your phone or your mobile device or your desktop. It's a very business professional application. There's many applications, but I really enjoy the Zoom experience. It's simple, easy. I pay for a business subscription because of my business things I do. So in just a moment, we're gonna move to Zoom. And hey, Perla, how are you, sweetie? I'm also gonna share some things for your binder, guys. We're gonna have a lot of fun. And also, I wanna hear from you guys. Hey, Fake Teddy, how are you? And guys, if you've been part of Zoom before, let everyone know who has not been part that are here in the chat. Let them know how friendly and how easy it is. It's a very simple application. I know there's many other applications that exist that are a little bit more difficult, for me at least. I'm not technical savvy. I'm not. I like straightforward. Just give it to me straightforward. Give it to me straightforward, please. I'm laughing at myself, but it's true. The more components and compartments literally is too much for me, for my mind. I just want it straightforward. Yeah, so if you're here in the chat and you're hanging out with us and you've been part of Zoom, give your thoughts. It's a very simple application. I will put the link to download it. If you've not downloaded it before, it's free. I'll get the link for the application itself first, and then I'll put the link to the actual private conference call. It's a conference call, a very professional, straightforward conference call. Now I'll be on the camera, but you don't have to be. You put a profile picture up or no picture. You don't have to. So again, there's no. You're not on video. You just are with your voice. Okay. So here's the link for Zoom. If for those who have not already downloaded the link, here we go. Danielle, it better work for you. Otherwise, you're like, get on your desktop. All right, guys. There is the link. If you've not already downloaded Zoom, guys, this is a good time to download that link. All right, that way you can be part of the experience. Perla, how are you doing, sweetie? I miss you. Perla, it's been so long. I'm so happy you showed up and said hello. Sandra says Zoom application, she loves it. The G-Spot says, I hope it works for this time. I hope so too. Fake Teddy, how are you, Fake Teddy? Julie Whitehead, did you see the link there I posted for anyone who does not already have it on their device or their desktop? We've all been there before. MX Big. Katrina, you sound lovely, never harsh. Oh my, that's a first. Are you kidding me? Guys, I'll be honest. Sometimes I can be, again, I have weaknesses too, okay? And I'm very comfortable acknowledging where I may fall short or, where my weaknesses are. And I'll cover that more in the Zoom, discussion. But I'm well aware of where I fall short. I know how I am. I know how I show up to, experiences, interactions, conversation. I also know how I could be perceived, even if the intention is not to be like, my tone can sometimes, maybe frighten people, but it's not supposed to. I just talk very directly. So I'm aware of that as well. I am. And that's a great thing that I have awareness of it though. So again, guys, the whole purpose of this is to acknowledge where, our traits show up. But again, the Zoom call will be designed. We're gonna go around for those who want to share some things. But the next part of that in the Zoom is, so you guys can be expected, we will create that development plan, okay? You'll have to come up with one thing, two things, or three things, but at least have one item at the bare minimum, your area of focus, what you want to accomplish during this segmentation, okay? Hey, Perla. The kids are draining you? I know. Kids do that. All right. Now, before I put the link to the Zoom ID, So with Zoom, it's a private interaction, so you can't access it without the private meeting ID. So I'll put the link here. You click on it. You go in the waiting room, and I have to add you to the group. Okay, if you've not been part of it, that's how simple it is. Okay, guys. And so before we go to the Zoom, I want to at least cover the last part that I think is very important before we get over to Zoom, because you want to have this information. It's very critical to your own development. If you care about yourself, you care about your future, if you care about, putting the effort, the intention to work on yourself. Let me say a couple more. I'll have maybe a paragraph more to read of my own notes, and then that will be the completion of the live stream, okay? So let's see here. All right. Can you hear the waves in the background still, or no? Oh yes, most definitely. I agree with that. Okay, let me finish this last paragraph, guys, of information, and then we will move to Zoom, okay? So again, regardless of what you're working on, whatever area it is, we're gonna still come together and honor and respect, be mindful that we're all developing at different phases of our life, and our concentration may differ, but we can still find common ground and come to support each other in that process. That's a very important thing, right? Just because some people have different areas they're working on doesn't make it less or more. It just means that we all are individual people, and that's how we were designed to be anyways. Okay. So in the Zoom call, I'm going to go ahead and share what I'm working on, so the areas I'm working on, and go into detail. And hold up. And as a reminder, the whole purpose of this entire series on personal development is to grow, evolve, and come into your greatness, at least as best as you can. No one's perfect. We'll never achieve that, but we can be a work in process. We can be a continual work in progress for who we are, right? The better we are for ourselves, the better we can be to support other people who are in need of our help, our assistance, our attention, right? But we can't be there for others until we are more so there for ourselves. It's not a selfish thing, although it may sound selfish, it's not. We must make sure that we are, in alignment with who we are working on for our own identity. So it's not a selfish thing, which can be misunderstood, but it's not. We have to still make sure we do take care of things for ourselves, that we're growing in order to be there and be the best we can for other people. All right. What's on here? Okay. The importance of having your stack, your 4 stack that I read earlier, is because as we create the plan and as we dive deeper over time into what we're going to be all working on individually, okay, you want to know the areas where you'll be more strong suited in. You want to also know the areas where you might not be as as coherent with. So here's a really good analogy that I created in my own mind that I think is very much, it's an important analogy that I think will translate to all cognitive functions, okay? A lot of my thoughts are in the mental realm, 100%. I'm a mental person, completely, hands down. Sometimes I struggle with coming into some of the physicality. I'm very physical too, but I may not have the right words that translate to the physical realm completely. But I did think about it because I'm working on myself as well. So here's an example analogy that I came up with. I do hope it translates properly. I do hope so. So I will give it my best. All right. Okay, hold on. Okay, so before I go into that little analogy, which is a big analogy, okay. Okay, so like I said earlier, guys, we have this blank canvas that we're all going to be working on, right? And we have a toolbox, and this toolbox are going to have different tools that are going to be more in alignment with who we are as individual people. And just like not all tools in my toolbox will work for you or you or you or you, doesn't make those tools less important or more important. All it means is that certain tools will be more designed, more favorable for certain people, right? Because of who we are and how we are hardwired, which is why I put the emphasis, guys, on last week's stream and earlier tonight, having your car model handy. You want to know that, and I'll tell you how so in the Zoom part. But guys, again, we have a blank canvas to work on. We have the tools in our toolbox. Now, if you pick up just any random tool and you don't know the benefit of that tool and you don't really know what that tool does for you, that might not be the right tool. So let me give you the analogy that I created, okay? Okay. I'm laughing at myself, I'm sorry, but okay. So there's a toolbox and there's a lot of tools inside of here, guys, okay? If we don't take the time to know what we're working with, we may use the wrong tools for years and feel frustrated, unsatisfied, unfulfilled even, okay? I forgot I don't have the camera on. Hold up. I forgot. Oh, here I am. Okay. Oh my God, I don't have the camera. I thought I did. I'm sorry. So sorry. Okay. Let me go into the analogy. Okay. All right. So imagine this scenario. Sorry, I'm laughing at myself. If you guys don't like this analogy, just tell me, please. If you have a better analogy, I'd like to hear it too. I need assistance. Okay. Imagine this scenario. Okay. You have this tool. Okay. So put yourself in the visionary thought or a visual experience. Okay. So you're in a scenario. There's a tool. Okay. Let's pretend the tool is a golf club. That's all I can think of. It could be any other tool though. So think about it from two places, guys. If you know how to use if you're intelligent and you have the capacity, the brain power, and the wherewithal to see things on lateral viewpoints, which I do all the time. But if you don't, that's okay. Stick with the one example here. But if you can toggle in your mind, then imagine the golf club, but also imagine it could be any other tool. All right, so let's pretend it's a golf club in this example here, but it could be any other tool. You can think simultaneously. I can think on like many layers at the same time, but not everyone is wired that way. So if you can't think on two wavelengths, try that. If you can only do one, then just stay in the golf club, okay? So let's just pretend we're looking at a golf club and it's the tool. So there's a tool. It's the golf club. Okay, sorry. I'll pull my notes up here. I'll read it verbatim so I don't get myself off track. And this tool is designed and built and made for left-handed people in this example. It's an analogy, guys. And you come along as a right-handed person and you pick up this tool, the golf club. And you know it works for others. You've witnessed people do that tool, work that tool, use that left-handed golf club. and you use it. You're right-handed, but it's a left-handed tool. You pick it up and you use it, and it's not working, right? You feel frustrated, unsuccessful. You're beating yourself up. You're like, why is it not working for me? Like, what happened? I see so-and-so use that tool. They're doing it really good. Or, so again, it's an analogy, okay? You may feel upset, frustrated, whatever emotions that come up. You see it working well for others, but it's not working for you. Okay. You think it should because you've seen people do it. So again, stay with me. You don't know that when you're feeling that unfulfillment, that unsuccessful, that very defeating process or that frustrating moment, you don't know that that tool that you just picked out of your toolbox, because you're like, well, I'll just use that tool. You don't know the tool you picked up is designed for left-handed golfers or left-handed people, and you're right-handed. But now that you know, now that you have the awareness that the tool that you were picking up and trying, you went to bat with that tool a gazillion times. Now you have the awareness with that cognitive stack, that 4 cognitive stack. Now you know the tools you're working with, right? Some of those tools were designed for left-handed people. So it wasn't that you were not good enough. It wasn't that you didn't try hard enough. It wasn't that you were a failure or defeat. You just weren't using the tools that were most harmonious for you, that were in the most harmonious alignment for you, okay? That's a really big deal, guys. I hope you're following me there. Also, now, it doesn't mean that if you were forced to work with a left-handed tool, okay, and you're right-handed, does it mean you can't make it work? Nope, you can make it work. Yes, you can. It'll just be a longer process. It'll take it may be a different process. So it doesn't mean that you can't work with any tool. It just means that it's just more important. It makes more sense when you know the tools we're going to pick up out of the toolbox and apply them and work with the parts that are just naturally more in alignment with how you are already hardwired. Why try to learn a left-handed golf club when you are already right-handed, right? That was my best example. I thought about it earlier. What is a good analogy to describe to people with all cognitions what I'm trying to say about the toolbox and how these cognitions are 4-stack, how the 4-stack translates experiences, how we can distinguish. Let's just pick things that are uniquely already in alignment with who we are hardwired to be. Why make it harder for ourselves, right? Let's just leverage, enhance, further develop where we are, our strengths, still work on our weaknesses, yes, but also know the difference. So let me know, guys, if I did a good job trying to articulate it, explain it, and like have it be real. All right, that was the analogy. That was it, guys. I hope I did all right. I really do, guys. All right. Here is the link for Zoom, okay? If you're going to come on Zoom, here's the link. Abby, if you want to come and join the Zoom, you can just come in for the beginning part and share your experiences. If not, that's okay too. Join a meeting, sign in. All right, so here is the, why would this, all right, hold on, guys. Let me get this, let me get this up. Uh-oh, what did I just click? All right, here's the Zoom. Okay, Abby, you don't have to hang out, sweetie. Thank you for hanging out with us, okay? You're good, sweetie. You're good. All right, guys, I'm putting the Zoom link to the private group in the chat right now. Okay. Are we in or not? Let's see. All right, I'm in. New meeting. Oh gosh, okay. Participants, yes, I'm in. Okay, yep, invite. Oh, copy invite link. Yes, okay. X out of here, X out of there. Let me minimize it for a minute. Make sure everyone gets in appropriately. Okay. All right, here is the Zoom link, guys. Let me know if you guys are able to get in, okay? And then I will let people go in. And once I see us making our way there, I will close out the live stream, guys. So if you haven't already, give the video a thumbs up. Thank you for being here and being with me. I really appreciate your participation and your time and your attention. And oh gosh. So let me know if you guys can click in there. Let me know. All right, I'm gonna make sure I put this here. So we're all making our way over there. I will give it a little bit before we all get over there. Oh, excuse me, and then I will close out the live stream here. All right, let's see who's in here. Let's go see who's in here. Hold on, let's see. Where am I at? Where is, okay. Go to Zoom now. Minimize this. Oh, minimize that. Minimize this for a minute here. Minimize this. Okay, where am I? I'm right here. That's Zoom. Back in Zoom. Okay, see waiting room. All right, Scout, admitting Sandra, Abby, Sean. Are we all here? Who's here? And then when you're not speaking, guys, put your phone on mute. That way there is no problem with that, all right? And I'll pull up the background in a second here. Let's see. Okay, let's see here. Hold, almost. Okay, so I have that going. If it's your first time on here, you know how to, if you're not your first time, then you know how this works already on the application. Okay, Julie's in here. Let's see Julie. Guys, I'm giving you just a couple more seconds to make sure those who are on YouTube make it over correctly. I don't want to abandon them on there until I know we're here. Me, Sandra, Danielle, Sean, Julie, Scout, Abby. Let's see. I'll give it another moment to let people on YouTube come on over. And then again, when you're not speaking, guys, put your thing on mute. Sean, will you message Jenzy? I know she may have dozed off. Sean, will you help me message Jenzy? As a reminder, I know she wanted to do it, so I just fell asleep. All right, let's make sure we're all here. Danielle, you made it in. Okay, I know last time there was a glitch with Danielle, so I'm not sure why we waited for her last time. So
sorry, I finally made it in.
Yay. Okay. All right, let me go on YouTube and say goodbye to everyone. Let's see, am I there? Let's see. All right, all right. All right. Molly moves out the way. Okay. Let me see. So we still have several people in the live stream, but let me just say goodbye to everybody in the live stream. So, okay. All right, guys. So if you're in the live stream here on YouTube, we are closing the live stream out. We had a great stream, and I valued all of us who were here and who were participating in the chats. I'll see you guys soon. If you would like to come over to Zoom, the link for the personalized meeting is up here. I'll place it one more time, and then I will close this out, okay? So feel free to join if you want to. If you don't, there's no pressure. That's it, okay? So
I hope I wasn't snoring and accidentally dozed off.
oh no, you were good. All right, I'm gonna say goodbye, everyone here. Love and light. All right. All righty, so. When we end the broadcast,